They believe that shooting suspect is inside this house here on Orange. Intense heat, intense smoke, extremely thick. We're here on Coronado Hills, and the smoke is so thick that I don't know if you guys can see it, but it looks like a structure, a home there is on fire. It has, Marianne. This is the third time the owner tells me that this business was broken into. In fact, it happened 3 years ago, and this is the rock. We are off the track.
She got the mic in one hand, the wheel in the other. Nice job.
I'm crashing. This is one of many places along the fence of this home where it says beware of dog, and the shooting actually took place around the corner here. Now the baby was left right here in this car, and just a couple minutes ago police officers actually drove off with the baby in a car seat. Less than an hour ago the mayor pleaded guilty to 1 felony count of false imprisonment, and it turns out this home was saved. You can see firefighters, they have just done an incredible job. And Calvin, let's point out these blinds because you can see how hot this fire was. The blinds are just melted here. Today is the day to donate, a huge food drive benefiting the San Diego Food Bank, and you can see already lots of goods being brought in. And so I'm told that they're not too bad, just like this. I'm gonna take a bite.
Oh. He's having a s'more in front of a iPad fire.
The drought, coupled with potential thunderstorms and lightning, could start fires in remote, hard-to-get-to areas. It is something that the Lookout is watching closely here from the Los Pinos Mountain Tower.
There's the wall. I've been living in this apartment complex for over 1 year and 4 months. All by myself.
It's hard to believe 5 years ago, Chris Anguiano spent 2 months in a coma.
So reach in, fill the bottle.
But even more incredible is the meeting he had today at Centinela State Prison.
He says that he feels bad and he's so sorry.
Anguiano's talking about the former Border Patrol agent who attacked him and his then girlfriend with these 2 hatchets while they slept. Gamaliel Rivera meant to kill his estranged wife and her new boyfriend, but went into the wrong bedroom.
I took his apology. I accepted it.
He was so glad and relieved to hear what Gamaliel had to say.
It's a conversation he and his therapist have been planning for months. And even if he didn't believe Rivera's side, hearing it brought him closure.
How he's so sorry what he's done to me, how he's changed my life forever. You know, I told him, you changed your life forever.
I think it's good to confront the person who harmed you, kind of raises you up and lowers him down.
She's seen him progress from rage and anger to being at peace.
I'm in a better place. I have freedom. He doesn't have freedom. I have life. I'm enjoying it in a different manner. Press it twice.
Like by watching TV, even if he now can't see.
Sounds like a war movie.
But no doubt he has his challenges.
Whoops. That was my door.
And may feel his attacker deserves more than 4 life sentences.
I feel like he should have been punished the way he punished me.
But today he took a big step.
I could say I forgive him, but I'm never gonna forget. The rest of my life, I'll remember this.
I just hate to run into this.
While crews cleared mud and debris from the 78, Virginia Perrine took matters into her own hands on Yaqui Pass Road.
It was really a very lovely day. Took a nap, and when I woke up, I looked outside, and it was coming down. It was coming down this way and this way.
She had every intention of going for a drive through the place she's called home for 53 years.
It's gotten wet a few times before.
But seeing as that wasn't possible,
so much water coming down the dirt road that it washed it out.
She opted for a stroll instead.
When it rains, we all go outside and say, "Oh, look, look," and you call people up and, "Is it raining on your side of the valley?"
Virginia's friends throughout Borrego Springs would likely tell her about this. Some roads doubling as rivers, others nearly impassable after heavy rains covered them with mud and rocks.
So I would say in an hour and a half's time, I had, what, 6 inches of rain.
But to Virginia Perrine, it's all an adventure.
It's one of the charms of the desert. You just don't know what you're going to get.
Good morning, Marianne. According to San Diego police and a witness, the deputy says the sun was in her eyes and she never saw the pedestrian before hitting her. Now, if you take a look, they're actually moving the deputy car right now, but you can see the headlight was damaged, and then you can see the motorized wheelchair is still in the street. And then right here on the ground, tomatoes that the pedestrian was carrying are scattered and smushed all over the pavement. Now, again, we want to warn you that the video of the accident we're about to play is graphic and maybe disturbing. Surveillance video from Rockies, a nearby business, caught the whole thing on camera. Police say the deputy was turning left onto Imperial Avenue as the woman in the electric chair was crossing the road. A witness says the walk signal was illuminated and the pedestrian had the right of way. Now, police say the deputy says she never saw the pedestrian in the crosswalk until right before she hit her. We're told she hit the brakes as they made contact. Police say the pedestrian was rushed to the hospital and has been complaining of hip and neck pain. We're told she's had a CAT scan and x-rays and thankfully has no broken bones or head injuries. She does have a cut above her eye. Now, even though the injuries were minor, a witness tells us the impact was loud and forceful.
She went over like this and her legs kind of cartwheeled in the air, but she was bleeding on her face.
Now, the Sheriff's Department is doing an internal investigation and San Diego police are also investigating. Police actually just told us that the deputy is at fault, although this is an accident, and they say there's nothing criminal here. Of course, if the person in the chair wanted to press charges, police tell me that would be up to her and that would be civil. Reporting live in Encanto, Sherene Tagharobi, NBC7. This Spring Valley home has been lighting up the neighborhood for nearly 2 decades.
Started with 1 or 2 strings of lights, and then every year we built on something more.
We stop every time we drive by because you can't get everything in. It is so fabulous.
So this is the shed that we built just for our Christmas stuff.
That much stuff.
Yes. This is what's left. This used to be completely full all the way out to here.
Marianne Flanagan and her partner built this shed on their longtime friend and neighbor's property. But in between them moving out and another family moving in,
and I came running back here and opened the door and just started crying.
The lock was gone and someone had taken thousands of dollars of decorations.
All the lights, all the exterior lights are gone.
Oh, I didn't know that you said some of the boxes were smashed.
Probably 90% of them were LEDs. So they were really expensive. They were kind enough to leave all of these.
But if they hope to inspire the same holiday cheer.
I mean, everything's moving, talking. I mean, we love it. And the whole neighborhood, it stops.
They have a lot of rebuilding to do, and they will.
I really I love Christmas.
Absolutely, Danya. This will be a story for the kids and the grandkids for sure. Everyone here at the beach has been talking about this all night. The passenger on board had just popped the question to his now fiancée, a successful proposal, but then another question was on their mind. Why was this hot air balloon they were riding in suddenly going down into the waves here at Cardiff State Beach?
Oh my goodness.
He's gonna jump. They're gonna have to jump.
They're gonna jump?
I thought someone was going to jump out, and then they fired it back up and went back up.
Back up and eventually back down right into the surf. The pilot telling us the hot air balloon got caught up in winds, pushing it west.
The best thing to do was get it to the surf, how the water basically pushed us in using the onshore winds.
A once-in-a-lifetime experience on the heels of another.
My fiance and I were getting engaged up there, and next thing you know, the balloon was veering off towards the water, and we couldn't get our way back to land. The air up there was just so stagnant. We were just going straight down, so no matter what the pilot tried, couldn't go back this way.
The pilot says in his 12 years of flying, this was a first.
I'm a retired Marine. We've been in tough situations before. A lot of those skills are transferable.
The basket took several waves, and with the help of Encinitas lifeguards and surfers at Cardiff Reef, the balloon made it back to shore and no one was hurt.
Good job, everybody on that. That was a pretty unique call.
It could have been a lot worse. Could have been great to worse.
As for getting engaged in a hot air balloon minutes before it made a surf landing.
Oh, it's unforgettable. That's all I can say. I don't know if we'll do it again.
Lifeguard Captain Giles says his team was concerned that the balloon would collapse and that the basket would sink in the ocean. So, of course, this was the best possible outcome. And now that couple has a wedding to plan and a great story to tell. Danya, back to you.